Hey guys, I am back to go over the losers race. I don't want to call it a loser. They call it a second chance race. Let's say the second chance race. So what happened was, I don't even know if they're calling it an invitational, a main, because I don't know. We don't know what they're doing with Discovery, Pilgrim, Lionsgate, Rabbit's Foot. I don't know. We ain't going to worry about it. We're going to go with what we know happened this weekend. And then we'll worry about the rest later. So they had 25 cars. They raced them. When they came back, of course, they had 13 winners. Well, they won a 16-car field, so they needed 3 more people. So what they did was they took the losers, let them draw a chip, and 3 people got to get back in and make it a 16-car field. They raced for $30,000. The 3 people that got back in was Birdman, Bobby Ducati, and Reaper. They stayed in the winners. The losers ran a whole separate race for $10,000. So that's what we're going to go over today. Okay, so they drew chips just like they would normally do, and this is how they are going to run. Chuck Seisinker against Scott Taylor, Paige Coughlin against Doc Love, Justin Swastrom against Alex Laughlin, Jeff Lutz, dang, I shouldn't have put competition by. Sorry, I already put, he got a competition by. Odom broke, but that's who had each other. But I'm not going back to change that because it ain't that big of a deal.
Facebook. You put a lot in that one. Oh! Doc for the win. Paige lifted. Paige wins. Doc red lighted. I apologize. Doc goes red and Paige had to pedal. Gets the win. Jeff is pulling it up. Oops, something let loose. Or a tire shake.
Okay, so on the Chuck and Scott Taylor run, Chuck had problems on the main race that we saw. I don't know if you remember, but he did. He had problems. He didn't get down past Lizzie, because she had ended up taking a competition by. So I guess he thought he got it fixed, and so he thought he was just going to run over there in the losers, but clearly he didn't get it fixed, and then Scott Taylor was like, okay, I'm going to load this sucker up and see what the track will hold, and clearly it didn't hold. But you have to go for it to see what it does hold. And then the next one was Swastrom and Alex Laughlin. I bet nobody saw that coming. Swastrom really struggled with bad blood for 2 days. I saw he was on there saying they fixing to really get some testing in under his belt with that car. And then on the Lutz, well, let me go back to the Alex thing. I know that people just, they just hate him. And I've met him personally, and he is a really nice guy. And I really think that he likes to stir stuff up on the internet and it gets the sport riled up. And, you know, his way is maybe a little different way than what you think. But don't take everything that he says for face value. A lot of that is to get you talking, and it works. It gets the people talking about the sport, which is a good thing, and it just brings a little more attention to the sport, and that's always a good thing, bad or good. So that's just my 2 cents, my opinion. Okay, and then on the Jeff Lutz thing, y'all saw the smoke coming out, so that wasn't good for Jeff. Okay, so this is how they're going to line up. Alex Laughlin versus Jeff Lutz. Paige Coughlin versus Scott Taylor.
Oh, Alex Laughlin got a bye run, so Jeff didn't make the call. Scott Taylor for the win. The second Paige has to struggle. She's in trouble.
So whatever smoke we did see from Lutz, clearly it did hurt something. I never did hear what he hurt. And then Alex had smoke coming out from under his car too on that competition by supposedly against Lutz. So I'm not sure what that was. But and then on the Paige and Scott run, like Don Will was saying, every time she gets squirrely or whatever, she has to pull the chutes and she struggles. Well, yeah, that's going to take some seat time. I don't know. He didn't mean that by no offense against her, but that's the truth. Like she's used to driving a top dragster and it goes really fast, but top dragger don't move around like no prep car that's going almost 200 miles an hour. So it's going to take her some time to get adjusted. Plus, she's been through a little bit of an accident in that car too. So she's probably just a little more, a little more timid in that. And the more she does it, the more she'll be able to catch that quicker and not feel. I act like I talked to her and she told me how she feels. I ain't talked to her, but I know I'm a race car driver, so I know that feeling. If something happens, and I haven't been through a wreck, thank goodness, but it's bound to happen eventually. If you race for years and years, you're gonna get in an accident more than likely. Hopefully not, but it's just anyway. I digress. The finals: Alex Laughlin and Scott Taylor.
Scooter goes in. Scooter spooling. Here we go. Alex Laughlin for the win. Scooter got a little loose. He was out front, and Alex Laughlin gobbled him up. Alex Laughlin for the win.
Wow. So congrats to Alex Laughlin. Here he is showing up at the No Prep Kings in finals of the losers race. I hate calling it that. But he won, and Scott Taylor got a little loose, as you heard Don Will say, and Alex was there for the taking. I guess that smoke, whatever he had on that bye run, it must not have been too detrimental, or they had a whole motor change. I don't know. I don't even know who tunes his car. Anyway, I'm just glad No Prep's back. I'm glad for each and one of you that come and watch my videos. I'm trying to push my subscriber number up, so if you hadn't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. This coming weekend, I will be in Charlotte at the NHRA 4 Wide with my brother, Clay Milligan, Top Fuel. I'm going to try to go. I'm not going to try. I'm going to go live. Unless somebody comes and says you absolutely cannot, I will be live from his pit. I just realized that No Prep King is the same weekend in Virginia, so that's going to make me have a little busy time, but I'm gonna get it done. I'm not gonna make no promises about anything, but I sure do appreciate every one of you guys liking, subscribing, and I really like when you comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about Alex Laughlin, because that seems to be a big topic, and tell me what you think is going to happen with the championships. Who do you like? Who's looking strong? I'm like I say, I'll never bet against Ryan Martin. He looked strong. Murder Nova. That's who. Murder Nova's the one that looked the strongest to me. But I mean, he ended the season looking strong, so that wasn't a big surprise. The biggest surprise was the color of his car. That's about all I got. I've done rambled on enough. I sure do appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all this weekend.